Welcome back to this deep dive into the source material. Today we are unpacking a tension that I think, anyone carrying any kind of weight, whether that's in your family, your ministry, or just everyday leadership, has absolutely felt.
Oh, totally. It's that feeling of being thoughtful, really capable, but just deeply tired all the time.
Right. And it usually
hmm
traces back to one specific kind of exhausting habit, which is catching yourself constantly measuring your spiritual progress against someone else. And you just ask yourself, why do I constantly compare myself to other Christians?
Yeah, it's such a heavy question. And, it's completely normal to feel that way.
It is. I mean, think about it like driving. It's
hmm
like you're driving down the highway, perfectly safe in your own lane, but instead of looking ahead at the road, you are staring at the speedometer of the car next to you.
Which is terrifying, honestly.
Right. It doesn't make you drive any better. It just drains your tank and makes
Mhm.
you drift out of your lane. But let me push back a little here, because if we already know comparison is bad, why is it so hard to just, stop doing it in real life?
Well, I think the materials we're looking at today point out something really crucial. It's not actually a lack of faith, which is what we usually tell ourselves.
Oh, interesting. So what is it then?
It's actually a symptom of feeling disconnected from your unique design. Like when you don't have clarity on your specific calling, your brain basically defaults to measuring your worth by human approval.
Wow. Okay. So because I don't know my own metric for success, I just grab whoever else's metric is closest.
Exactly. You adopt theirs. And that lack of clarity creates this lingering sense of spiritual inadequacy. You shift all your energy from just serving the kingdom to this really quiet internal competition.
That makes so much sense. I mean, it's so easy to do in real life.
Mm.
Like you see a neighboring ministry blowing up online, or, I don't know, a friend who just seems to have the perfect spiritual family routine.
Yeah, they post one picture and suddenly you're rethinking your whole life.
Exactly. And the panic sets in. You start thinking, should I change my message? Do I need to copy their leadership style just to keep up?
And that is exactly where the biblical grounding comes in so naturally. Galatians 6, verses 4 and 5 gets right to the core of this.
Right. The instruction to just test your own actions.
Yes,
Yeah.
without comparing yourself to anyone else. Because God measures our success by steady faithfulness,
Yeah.
not by visibility or popularity.
But applying that in real time is tough. When you're in the thick of it, just telling yourself, be faithful, feels kind of abstract.
It does, and that's really where FaithFlow fits into the picture. It's designed to help believers literally step out of that trap by rediscovering how they are uniquely wired to serve.
Serving from overflow instead of obligation.
Exactly, or envy. When you actually know your design, you can just serve from a place of security.
And the sources highlight a really practical way to start doing that, which I love. They talk about the 7-day identity reset journal.
Yeah, that is such a great tool. It really helps you step out of those false labels and just root your worth strictly in Scripture.
Right, because you have to clear away all the noise first. And then after that, you can use the 7-day purpose reset journal to actually clarify your specific direction.
Yes, so you can walk in obedience without that crushing pressure of comparison. You're just focused on your own dashboard again.
I love that. It brings so much peace. And we really want to reassure you listening today that slow, steady growth is entirely normal.
It really is. You do not have to be everything to everyone. You just have to be faithful to your own assignment.
So true. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought to maybe chew on.
I love these. What do you have?
Well, the next time you feel that familiar sting of comparison, that little panic, what if you chose to see the other person's success not as a threat to your calling, but as a reason to just celebrate God's kingdom?
Oh, wow. That totally shifts it from a scarcity mindset to realizing God's resources are infinite.
Exactly. It changes everything.
Yeah.
So as you process that, we just want to gently invite you to continue walking this steady journey alongside FaithFlow Rooted Ministry. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.